So we're a new shop within the Department of Commerce, and essentially we're like a startup. And our startup is focused on open data. The mission is quite simple. How do we actually engage people, engage the citizens, using open data and transparency as our tools? How do we actually make sure people interact with the department on a different, a more visceral level, such that they actually get what they want and they actually don't complain about it? And then how do we supercharge initiatives across all 12 bureaus? The department has everything from NOAA, which is the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, that provides weather data, to the Patent Office. Our entire push is basically, how do we make sure that the President's initiative, the executive order from 2013, about making open data the default of government actually becomes reality for the Department of Commerce. Plus, like, my own personal opinion is that we're already paying for this data as US citizens. So we're just trying to get it out there to people such that they can actually use it. They can actually create jobs, they can actually save lives, they can do what they want to do with it, right? It's their data. The Secretary, Penny Pritzker, has been like super focused on this. It's important enough to her that she's actually made it a strategic initiative for all the bureaus and the department itself to focus on data as something that we have to actually be good at. This is the thing that is probably going to be changing the way bureaus actually interact and the way people actually interact with the government. It's the whole notion that you can have this one centralized place that offers you like one experience for a particular task that you're actually doing. So in order to actually like make sure that you are user-centric or kind of like user-focused, like you basically have to have data from NOAA, from CENSUS, from NIST and the Patent Office, all under one umbrella, are all able to actually be integrated. And when somebody says, you know, I just want to pay my bill or see exactly what my immigration processing status is, like they don't have to actually go through 3 or 4 different systems. They can actually access like one system that's based in the cloud that interacts with all the other systems on their behalf to get that done really quickly. So you remove that issue of, you know, I hate going to government websites, I hate interacting with the government, right? I think that is a true potential of it. I normally spend a lot of time in communities, like at hackathons, at Datapaloozas, kind of getting out there, figuring out what the issues are with the community, and figuring out how they can actually use commerce data to help them solve some issues. There was this one hackathon that we organized as a part of the Census Bureau on diversity and social justice in Baltimore in July of this year. And someone there actually had this really cool idea of how do you actually make a policy decision-making tool for some official within the Baltimore government that would actually make it really clear as to where they should put the resources for something as simple as biking. So they did a quick visualization of census demographics data, bike rack locations, and biking routes. All open data. Right. Census has been doing open data for like centuries now, but it just got formalized into a term. And what they actually showed was that if you do that overlay, those 3 levels, you see that there is no facility for minority people for bikes. Just something as simple as that. It's like basic transportation. Then you overlay the transport or the transport habits of people in the city of Baltimore, and you realize that those areas as well are not served by public bus systems, and there's not a high rate of car use there. I mean, that's just like one example of like integrating information from different sources, including the department and local data, to find something really interesting. So the fact that you can have like one unique experience, like one seamless experience across the different bureaus, or even better, across all government agencies. Imagine if you could actually like merge your experience with the State Department and your experience with Department of Commerce and your experience with the Department of Labor, and just have like one seamless thing if you're trying to actually get unemployment insurance. Like this really amazing scenario I heard at Code for America a few weeks back was, wouldn't it be amazing if at one point, you know, God forbid, you lost your job, and before you're out the door, you got a text message from your state's unemployment insurance office saying, so sorry to hear about your loss. We'll start sending your benefits tonight. And it automatically enrolls in programs from the Department of Labor and Department of Commerce as to how do you get back on your feet? What are entrepreneurial options available to you? Like, that would be terrific, and I think that is the way that things should be heading.